Hello, and hope everybody is okay. Right, so where are we? Well, I thought what I'd do is just give an update on my painting, which is kind of a bit all over the place at the moment. As you can see, you've got this massive Nassau in there coming along. You can see the 12 at the back is not quite so progressed maybe. Probably do some quick work on them. Finished the infantry, the British World War II guys. Just need to finish the bases off. What's killing me, can you believe it? The main thing that's holding me back here is these two guys here. And the reason is, poor me, I don't have two pences. So I want to get them off the base. I don't really want to start basing the rest, finishing them off until I get them on there. So that's what I'm looking for. I need two pences. It's unbelievable. Went and raided all the piggy banks in the house this morning and there's nothing there, so not the best really. So once I get them done, we'll get the rest based, and then I've got quite a few, and I'll maybe take a look, post some pictures from the new terrain. You never know. Really could do with getting some sort of vehicle to go with them, at minimum. And then it's payday today, so that means maybe there's access to a few Germans, or really fancy a unit of Cuirassiers. Anyway, all that's to come. So let's get some extra light on the job here. So what have we been up to recently? Let's take a look at these, shall we? Couldn't resist, I'm afraid, the urge to have a hack at these Imperial Guard geezers, these chaps, and let me get them in focus. Turning out okay. What have I got to do? Ooh, not a lot really. I think get in there. I'm sure there's something I've got to do on them. Can't remember what. But yeah, they've turned out quite nice. I think what I might do is just give a very subtle, for me, blue, just a few highlights on it, just to make it pop a bit. Otherwise, looking okay. Here's a guy with a ramrod. Sure it makes him happy. Yeah, they're turning out okay. Should make a nice battery when it's done. Let's look at another one. Oops. Get him in. There we go. Not too sure who he's saluting, but what is it to say? Other than nearly done, eh? Just going to get the gun done. Not a fan of painting things like guns, limbers, really. Once I get motivated, I kind of dash through them a bit, but until then, it's a bit boring. One of the things I've really got to try and do, I suppose, is put a little bit of a wash on that gourd, is that right? Water carrier, let's just call it that. Well, that's what I've got to do. I've got to get these stripes, these rank insignia done. I see online, I see an awful lot of people do some beautiful colours, like orangey gold colour, isn't it? And for the life of me, I don't know what colour that is. And I need to get my hands on it, because it'd make my life a whole lot easier, because I'm going to have to mix it up. And when it comes down to mixing paints for small amounts like that, it's just a waste. But anyway, yeah, they look okay. Coming along nicely, I think. The guns, of course. Been debating what I do about the limber, but need to finish the undercoat on this thing, and then slap some paint on it, and yeah, it should look quite nice for the rest of these guys when it's finished. So yep, not bad. Wasn't exactly difficult. Painting guard uniforms isn't, especially when you use the what you call it, foundry triad. Makes it really easy. Next up, tonight I'm on undercoat duty, I think. these horses for the limber. I've got 4 of them. I'm really missing painting horses. Now, the last time I had horses to paint was for, what was I doing? I think it was the Warlord Games French Lancers. And whilst I didn't really enjoy painting those Lancers, I quite enjoyed painting the horses, mainly because of the triad colours that I've got from War Games Foundry again. And I've got various other colours as well. I just kind of enjoy slapping the paint on the horses. It's not overly hard, is it? You know, once you get the paint sorted, it kind of happens quite quickly. So hence why I'm thinking, well, what do I do? French are really suffering from a cavalry perspective. And I'm thinking, really, on a battlefield, what's of use? Well, you got your Lancers, cool. You got your Cuirassiers, brilliant. Do I really want to waste time doing Hussars? And I say waste because they were never really meant for heavy battlefield duties, were they? So, yeah, the real core you want on there are either the Lancers or the Cuirassiers, or the Dragoons even, in the role of some sort of heavy cavalry, medium heavy cavalry. I'm not really feeling the love for Hussars. It's not my bag. Or Chasseurs à Cheval. Very pretty though. Anyway, back to these. So I've got 4 of these horses to do, and I'm hoping to slap some paint on them. I think for just a limber I might do 3 one colour, and do the 4th a separate colour just to make it stand out a bit. But for limbers, you know, don't want to be spending hours painting the horses for those things. What I will say is, once I have finished those 4 there, that'll make Bill happy, because my mate Bill, he's gonna, once we can actually war game together again because of the coronavirus, he's going to be able to advance. I think it's 12 inches a pop instead of 6, dragging him. I know a lot of people say, well, just because the rules state it, I'm not going to go buy expensive limbers, but I've been enforcing that because the British have got limbers and the French haven't. much to Bill's chagrin. I think that's the right term, isn't it? Anyway, so on the old what are these? Nassau front, they're starting to come along. I mean, this guy's looking quite pretty. Quite pleased with him. Did a bit of a tart up on his arm. I think there's a few little mistakes crept in there. Still got work to do on his bedroll, his greatcoat roll, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, there's a lot of work still to do on the battalion itself. Got to clean up the faces on all of these guys, at least 12 of them. The Grenadiers, I was working on them, not much because I've got this new job, but did a little bit of work on these guys today. And they're coming along. The yellow needs an extra bit of highlight, and I think they'll get that popping a bit. But yeah, they're going to look acceptable by the time I'm finished. The unit's going to look lovely. Without a shadow of a doubt, this is going to be a good looking unit. I haven't got the best painting ability in the world, but I'm quite pleased with the way these guys are turning out, really. And I guess that's that. So as you can see, like I said, kind of all over the place at the moment. And I remember watching one of von Kettering's lovely videos that he does, saying he liked to paint a unit at a time because otherwise new stuff wouldn't get done. Well, I've fallen into that trap a little bit, but I think the Nassau have been rather difficult to paint, time consuming. I really don't know when I'm going to get a second battalion done, and then get the landwehr to go with them. My thoughts have got actually wandering on to the possibility of doing some elite miniatures. Never done them before, but you know, I see them in pictures and they just look full of movement. Really nice. Either them or maybe get some more Calpe. For whatever reason, I seem to be thinking that Prussians would be a good way forwards at the moment because, you know, if you wanted to put a mass of troops out, they are relatively, from a painting perspective, straightforward, especially in march attack. You've got grey down the middle, blue on the arms, with a bit of white, gun, face, you know, and probably knock a battalion of them out quite quickly, but I don't really want to go into that sort of side of things. I think they're 3 battalions a regiment, aren't they, or something like that. Is it 2 fusiliers, 1 musketeer, or is it the other way around? Anyway, I am rambling. Well, this is going to be called a ramble, so there's nothing wrong with that. I've already had a look at this guy, so there's no point looking at him again. So that's where I am. The new job is keeping me busy, so it's taken me away a bit from the figure painting. But hopefully, you know, get an hour tonight. My wife's had to go shopping for the my parents, my in-laws, to keep them safe. I hope everybody out there is doing something similar and making sure that everybody they love and care for is okay. And I guess I'll speak to everybody soon. If you like this, do subscribe or like, share, or not. Either way, it's just for fun. Take care, guys. Bye.